When you study the history of social justice movements, it's easy to get the idea that all of our progress has been brought about by just a few key people. The truth is that real, lasting social change can only be achieved if we all participate. The women we're about to meet have chosen to take real action for social justice. Some of them are well known, some less so. But what connects them is an unshakable commitment to working for social change. Let's take the case of Supreme Court Justice Rosalie Abella. In 1983, she was asked to find remedies for workplace discrimination. In response, she created a definition of equity that fundamentally changed the way Canadian employers understood and corrected discrimination. Fighting discrimination against Indigenous children has been Dr. Cindy Blackstock's life's work. In 2007, Cindy sued the federal government for its discriminatory denial of services to Indigenous kids. In 2016, she finally won. Speaking to the CBC, she said, "Why did we have to bring the Government of Canada to court to get them to treat First Nation children fairly?" Advocating for the fair treatment of Ontario workers has been Dina Ladd's focus for nearly 2 decades. As an organizer with the Workers' Action Centre, she's been working with communities to push for better wages and working conditions for some of the most vulnerable workers in Ontario. The Miss G Project and Natasha Henry have both pushed to change the Ontario curriculum. In 2005, the Miss G Project launched a campaign to persuade the Ontario Minister of Education to include a gender studies course in the high school curriculum. At long last, in 2013, it was added. As a student, Natasha Henry didn't see her own experience reflected in the curriculum. She wanted to understand what it meant to be Black in Canada. She sought out the information for herself, and when she became a teacher, she began developing Black Canadian curriculum for Ontario students. Autumn Pelletier, an activist from Wikwemikong First Nation, has spoken out about the importance of protecting water to everyone from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to the kids at her school. There are more than 60 boil or do not drink water advisories in any given month in Ontario, most in Indigenous communities. For many, access to clean water is an emergency. In 1997, Dr. Karis Massarella joined St. Joseph's Hospital in Hamilton, transitioning while on staff there. Now a leading expert and advocate for transgender rights, Karis is the lead physician at the Quest Community Health Centre, a transgender health clinic in St. Catharines, Ontario. Bridget DePape's unprecedented lone protest on the red-carpeted floor of the Senate chamber took place in June 2011. Disturbed by then Prime Minister Harper's policies, she stood silently holding a sign that said, "Stop Harper." That simple, bold gesture ignited conversations across the country. Guillory Massa filed a human rights complaint and launched a public campaign when her job was eliminated while she was on maternity leave. By standing up for herself, she stood up for the rights of all women. Farah Khan picked up a microphone to speak out about sexual assault as a teenager and has continued speaking out ever since. Farah has spent the last 17 years striving to raise awareness of gender-based violence through art, education, counseling, and community development. These women changemakers should inspire and empower us all. Take the time to find out more about these remarkable women or create your own list of women social justice heroes. How do they make an impact? How do these amazing women inspire you to become a changemaker? And what will your contribution be? Brought to you by the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario.